A long, long time ago, God created the first two people, named Adam and Eve. God gave Adam and Eve everything they needed in the Garden of Eden. There was only one rule. They couldn't eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. One day, a sneaky serpent who was really Satan came to Eve and said, "Did God really say you can't eat from any tree in the garden?" Eve told the serpent about God's rule, but the serpent lied, saying, "You won't die. If you eat the fruit, you'll be like God, knowing good and evil." Eve saw that the fruit looked tasty, so she ate it and gave some to Adam. After they ate, they realized they were naked and felt ashamed. They tried to hide from God, but God found them. He was very sad because they disobeyed his one rule. Because of their disobedience, Adam and Eve had to leave the Garden of Eden and live in a world full of hardship and pain. But even though they made a mistake, God still loved them. Soon, Adam and Eve had two sons, Cain and Abel. Cain was a farmer, and Abel was a shepherd. One day, both brothers brought offerings to God. Abel brought the best lamb from his flock, and God was pleased. But Cain brought some of the crops he had grown, and God was not as pleased with his offering. Cain became very jealous of Abel, and in his anger killed his brother. Later, God came to Cain and asked, "Where is your brother Abel?" Cain answered, "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?" But God knew what had happened. He said, "What have you done? Your brother's blood is crying out to me from the ground." After losing Abel, Adam and Eve were very sad, but God gave them another son named Seth. Through Seth's family, many more people were born. The world began to fill with people, and each one had a special place in God's plan. One of the most interesting individuals in this genealogy is Enoch. The Bible says Enoch walked faithfully with God, and he was no more, because God took him away. From Adam to Noah, there are 10 generations. This genealogy leads to Noah, who is significant because of the great flood story and God's plan to save humanity through him.